Hey, good morning guys, Richard here, Lifestyle Salon Coach. It is another rainy, miserable looking day out there. How is the weather where you are? Is it warm? Is it sunny? Is it dark? Is it cold? For me, I'm dealing with a leak, which I have done for the last 2 weeks, but I'm not going to bore you with that. We're going to dive in straight away and find something about it. Just on a coaching call with a lady in the UK, which is pretty awesome. I'm still pumped with this. An early start for me today. I've been up about an hour already, and what time is it now? 6:46. Actually, I've been up for longer than that. But anyway, so we'll dive through. Hey Amanda, nice for you to come and join us through here. Hey Mel, how are you? I want to show you something, share with something today. What we're working through right now in the Lifestyle Salon Coach as we're going through. We're on stage 3 of teaching people how to deep dive on their website, on their Facebook page, on their leaflets, on their windows, and really find out what you guys are missing. So I'm going to just take you through a story if I can. I've got this terrible cough from the weekend. It's all snow at the weekend. My body just didn't like it. Okay, back to the story. So when you get attention, when people see you, and I've seen this a lot, we've dived in and done this all week for the last 3 weeks, is that, excuse me, is that what happens, guys, is that people are going to need to know you exist. I don't care who you are, how many awards you've won, or how big your salon is. Without new blood in your salon will die. It's a fact. It happens all the time. It happens to you. I'm making sure you guys are online for me. You are. What I want to know more than anything else is what happens when they see you, when they know you exist, they're going to do something. That's a fact. In 2018, you do the same as me. If I'm going on a holiday, I'm going to start TripAdvising people. I'm going to Google it. I want to get some good reports. I want to get reviews. Good or bad, irrelevant. I want to see how the people interact. I want to find out if there's a connection. Now, your clients are no different to this. So we know, the fact is, we know 67% of people are looking to move hairdressers or salons or beauty salons as we speak, right? So this is what they're doing right now. Your clients are doing the same if they're one step away from leaving you, and other salons, because if you get new clients, they've left a salon, you lose clients as well. This is what they do. They're searching for a common denominator. That is the #1 fact that people are looking for right now in 2018. They need to know that when they walk through that door, it feels like home. Now, the difference between that is you going, I come around your house, we're going to go out for a drink, and you say, hey, Rich, I'm running late, I'm in the shower, there's some cookies in the fridge, and there's a beer in the fridge, help yourself. I'm actually not going to help myself. But you say to me, hey, Rich, there's a beer on the table, there's cookies on the table, I baked them fresh today, I'm going for a shower, help yourself, I'm probably going to devour the whole lot. That homely feeling is very hard to achieve to strangers, and you guys are missing out on this. So how do we do that? We call it the core story. So many, many years ago, it used to be, you just have to be different and know who you're aiming at, right? You know, USP. Now it's not. There's one element that most people are missing, and it's not on their websites. I've searched, and it's missing. It's something huge. Here's an example of what happened at the weekend. I went out for a meal. It was a highly expensive meal, like $300 plus. We had beautiful food. We had beautiful service. It was a beautiful surroundings. It was perfect. Like, it was perfect. So why am I moaning about it? It just lacked something. Something was missing. I probably won't go back. But the food was impeccable. Like, couldn't fault it. It was beautiful. The service was impeccable. Like, as soon as you put your glass down, they're filling it up. Beautiful. But something was missing. Hey, how are you? Just got the book today. To post some. Good on you. Don't forget to send your receipts in. But truth, guys, the difference is something was missing. And I'll tell you what it was. I think it was something as simple as, hey, Richard, how are you? They just didn't know my name. So what we need to figure out with you guys is how do we get your clients that don't even know you exist? So they've just seen you on Facebook. Then the next step is they're going to Google you, they're going to go to your website, they're going to go to your Facebook page, and they need to see something that's so important, and it's what's going to get the client to come to you, and they'll pay you a fortune. They're going to stay with you when your stylists and beauty therapists leave, and they're going to love every minute of it when they walk through that door. It's the reason how you get to keep the clients, and it's being personable. How do you get personable to a stranger is the key. Give an example here. If you go and buy a coffee mug, dirt cheap, about $1 in a pound shop, right? That's all they are, with a picture of a dog on, and it will go, I love dogs. You're going to pay about £1 or $1 for that, right? But if that had a Hungarian Vizsla on there, or a Scotty dog, or what's another dog? A hound, or a dachshund, and you have a connection with a dachshund, you'll pay $10 for that mug, because you've got that connection. And that's the same as your clients. They come to you on two things, right? They either come to you because they like you, or they come to you because you're cheap. And cat and cheese, we've been down this avenue before. We really, really want you to be the cheese. So 3 elements need to be on your website, ready for the 3 people that hit your website. This isn't a website design thing, by the way. This is your Facebook page, this is your leaflet, this is your salon. As I drive past, I need to get your personality. 1, I need to know that you're in it for the right reasons. How can you do that? I've got a lady, for example, I cut her hair for about 10 years, and she owns a childcare facilities over here. And her thing is, when I buy one in this country, I buy one in Africa to help the Africans. And she teaches them for free in Africa. So her mission is to get as many as she can in here to help people in Africa. Now that's a core purpose. I get her, I want part of her journey. I've seen before stories that people have told me about their businesses, why they're doing what they do, and I want to be part of that journey, be it a restaurant or be it a cafe. Sorry. So what we need to figure out is, how do we get your core story out there? How do we get people to believe that you're in it for the right reasons? Be cheeky. Like me, I've been cheeky all my life. I wanted to get a beach house by the ocean. That's my drive. I'm going to get my salon to do a certain thing to earn me a certain amount of money because that's what I wanted. I was cheeky, like that's the way it is. But what's your drive? What still gets you up in the morning? You see, we're diving in with salon owners that are doing really well, like they're making good money. We want to tweak it even more. How do we get better clients to hit their website and fall in love with them before they even pick the phone up? Like, I can't wait to go into this salon and meet this guy. He's just like awesome. It's a stranger to them, but we've won them over a little bit on the website. We've won them over a little bit. Very, very hard to do naturally. That's why we're teaching this in module 5. We're doing it for a reason, because some people can't get that across. People buy from people they like. And people now in 2018 need to know that you're trustworthy, you're real, you have good ethics, and like you're the same as them. You see, for example, if I was really snooty and I wanted to attract snooty clients, I would make sure that my website's snooty, I would talk snooty, I'd probably wear a shirt and not wear shorts, I would probably dress like that. You know, probably a 3-piece suit maybe. But that's not who I am. It means that when I went to the UK and I turned up like this, people saw me on stage barefoot. I don't wear shoes. Like, I don't wear trousers. I don't even take trousers to England with me. This is what you get. This is the real deal. So if I met you for a coffee and we sat down and chatted, I could guarantee you know me. And that is the key. How do I know you from your website? How do I know you from your business card? And how do I know you from your Facebook page? And that's what clients need to know. They need to know it's not just all business, it's a bit of fun. They need to know that you have a goal purpose. That's really hard to do. Get all 3 elements in there. You've got to find out that you have built that salon for them, for their problems and their cause. That's got to come across somehow. 2, they want to know a bit about you, that you're real and you have good ethics. Like if you're, for example, there's a coach out there, I'm not going to mention names, swears every other word is CNF, right? That's just the way she is, right? Every other word is CNF. For me, I'm not like that. But if I was like that, they wouldn't come and get coached by me. They would go coached by her because they have a connection. They understand that. Yeah, it's the same as me. Like, I live by the beach, I walk my dogs on the beach, I live an organic lifestyle, no toxins at all, and I wear hardly any clothes. That's me. And if you met me in real life or you came to my office and you see me here, this is what you would get. And that is worth a lot. Because when you come to me, you almost have been pre-sold. What I mean by that, my coach is telling me that when I get on the phone to speak to people, which I'm trying to do, I'm rubbish at this by the way, and I'm trying to do it really good for the last 6 months, is that when they call me, they're already 80% sold, which means they're fallen in love with me, they've got my ethics, they understand what I'm about, let's just do business together, right? What we want for you in your salons is we want people to call your salon, not go, how much is it for half head of foils? How much? Oh, I'm not paying that. We want people to be pre-audition, like the X Factor. They've already checked you out, they realise what you're about, and they just want to be part of your journey. And when they pick the phone up, they're already sold. It's like, how can I get in? No, I'm sorry, you've got to wait 3 months. 3 months? I'll wait 3 months. Like, that's just the way it is. But that takes time and effort to do that. Hence why we've spent a whole month teaching salon owners how to do this. Good salons that are doing well, that have great websites. This isn't website design stuff. We're just going, how do you tweak a little bit about it? How do we tell people that you're traveling the world, educating for people? How do we tell people in a nice way that you're all about bringing people through and empowering them to be better than they are, to make the youngsters today actually have a life? That's what it's all about. I want to know a bit about you. I want to know what you do for a living. I want to know why you do it. I want to know why you get out of bed in the morning. I want to know what coffee you drink. How do you do that without being sleazy? And that's the key. 3 elements that should be on your website. You, so everything about you. Hey Marie, it's true. Marie, you're excellent at this naturally. Most people like me, I'm an introvert. I'm not good at this. I'm not good talking about myself. I'm not good putting myself out there. So I find this quite difficult, like salon owners do. But people want to see you, like the real deal. And then when they come in, they're part of your journey. Does that make sense? Like, we had one. Here's an example. I'm going to give you an example of this. 2 people. We went to 2 websites. I'm not going to say who they are because you'll know these people. And in my private coaching group, we smashed their website apart. One, real high, I can't use the word because I can't say you'll know who he is. Okay, you'll all know who he is if I say his name in Australia. Right? He's a big guy. Went to his website, checked it all out. You knew exactly what you were getting. And if I walked through his door and my vision was not how it was actually portrayed in the real world, I would feel really uncomfortable and I'd probably leave. There's a lady in the UK. She's very proper, very posh. I was looking at her beauty salon, and like if I walked in there and I wasn't having super professional, like ladies all dressed in uniform and sitting down there with a little iPad working on it, I'd be upset. There's a difference. People need to have an idea when they open that door, they're part of your journey, they feel at home and they get you because they then stay with your salon. They want to help your salon, they're only part of the journey. We need to know about you. 2, we need to know deep down about what you stand for, as in who you fix. Are you the colour expert? Are you the brow expert? Are you the waxing expert? Are you the anti-aging expert? What are you good at? You're going to have to stand up one day on a big fat rock and say, I fix this problem. And if you don't do that, you're going to be blur and average. And who wants to be blur and average? Like, we don't want that. We want you to stand up and go, do you know what? I'm the best. Like, for example, when I opened my salon, I said, I'm going to open my salon. I'm going to be the best curly hair cutter on the Central Coast, the best colourist on the Central Coast. And I went out to make that happen. I educated myself and got to that level. And I told the world, and I was. You know, if you wanted curly hair, everyone said mine was the name. And that's the same as you guys. I want to be good at everything. You can't be good at everything. You've got to have something that you're really good at. And other people are good at other things. Half of the foils, I was rubbish at it. I hadn't got the tenacity to do every little hold. Boring. 3.5 hours doing foils. Not me. Well, my wife would love it. Oh, you know, inside out foils and everything perfect. I haven't got time for that. Give me some scissors, you know. But that's who you are. But you knew that when you came to me. Like when you saw my website, when you saw my work, you knew what I was about. You got to stand up. So you got to aim at the problem the client has. But why would they come to you? Clients leave salons because they have problems that don't get fixed. Your job is to fix it. You know, really, in the real world, let's be really honest. They just want to get up in the morning and just shake their hair and look good. That's what they want. Our job is to make that happen any way we can by keeping the colour strong, by keeping the haircut strong, you know? Look at the face shapes. Do some work. Do the old school stuff. Okay, 3. The third thing you need is your salon must represent the 2 things that you're talking about. If you're talking about you and your ethics, you're talking about the problems that you solve, your third one, your salon, must relate to that. Here's an example. If I built a nightclub for Rockabilly Rebels, remember them, Rockabilly Rebels? If I built a nightclub for Rockabilly Rebels, I wouldn't want mods in there. I wouldn't want punk rockers in there. I wouldn't want White Snake fans in there. Because it would just go to pot. Because when I walk in, I want to feel that rhythm. Your salon's the same. When I open that door as a new client, I should know what to expect. The smile on the girl who's at reception should represent that. Imagine if you're doing, for example, Sophia Hilton, for example. We all know who Sophia Hilton is, right? If you walked into her salon and they're all wearing uniforms and it's prim and proper, you would feel cheated. You just would. You almost know if you walk in that salon what the music's going to be like, what volume's going to be like, what the staff are going to be wearing, what's going to be going on around, what sort of styles you see, what's the decor. How do we know that? We've never even been in there. But that's the key, guys. You need to know this stuff. I'm not sure if you're still online with me now, guys, or I'm just rattling on, but it feels like my internet's gone down. So hopefully we're still on here. We shall see how it's a bit slow today. Yep, we're still on here, which is good. There you go. People are talking to me and it hasn't even come through. My daughter says the website hideous. Our Facebook and Instagram is yeah. I think that the true thing is you got to realise that your website is just your business card. Yep, it's just like people are going to check you out to get a vibe on you on the 3 core things. We call it the core story here at the Lifestyle Salon Coach. We teach that. It's in my book. I talk about the core story in there. You need to have all 3, and if you haven't got all 3, that's okay. You know, but you at least have 2. But if you got all 3, that's where the money is. It's sweet. It really is. It's the sweet spot by getting all 3. So for me today, I want to ask you a question. How are you with the people out there? If I checked you out, would I actually, if I checked you out, would I actually get a vibe of what your salon's like on your website? Like I should do. I should close my eyes and know what your salon music's like. I should know what drinks you're going to offer me. I should know everything about your salon from start to finish. I've already made my idea up in my head. And that's why when people walk through the door, they get cheated. Because too many people out there, and I see it all the time, come to us with colour experts, and then you walk in the door, get your colour done, and it's a crappy consultation. It's by a girl that probably can't foil properly because they're just in scrunchies, they're not even done properly, and people are sitting there and they know their stuff. If you don't think for one moment that if you have a problem, that you haven't Googled it before you walk through the door, you're on a living planet at the moment. Like, I get a headache, I'm Googling what's wrong with me. I've got the symptoms, I know what's going on, right? Your clients are no different. If they've got curly hair, they've already Googled it 1,000 times how to tame it. And you walk in the salon and give them a blag about buy this product because of A. They know this stuff. They know it before you do, which means you've got to know more than them. They need a connection, guys. And if you don't give them a connection, they're going to get out. You know? It's part of the journey. If I stand up and say I'm a colour expert, when they walk in and have a chat with me, I'm a colour expert. I've done my homework well, I've researched well, and I've got it all down pat. That's what I do, you know? Hey guys, let me know how you go. Let me know what you think. It's been a good one today. No ranting at all. But it's true, the real world out there. Remember my restaurant, the story right at the beginning. My restaurant, I paid a lot of money for it. Had a great time, just missed something. Missed that personal stuff. One before I go. How about this for a system, right? I'm talking about now 3 years later. I went to a restaurant called EXP in the Hunter Valley. And the guy next to me was his girlfriend. I was there with my wife. And the chef came out of the kitchen, walked up to him and said, "Hey, David, nice to see you in my restaurant again." Like, wow for that, huh? Like, you go to his website and he talks about him being like a 15-year-old kid that worked in a coffee shop and always wanted to be a chef. And he goes and gets a 2-hat restaurant and he learns into the skills. Then he goes to France and he learns his skills in France. Then he comes back and opens his own restaurant and you can watch him cook and interact with him. I'm falling in love with his story. That's why I went there. That's why everyone goes there. And then when you go in there, he's not this pretentious chef. He comes out and he speaks to you and he cooks and he says, "Hey, I've grown this in my garden, Richard. Would you like it cooked a different way?" Like, that is pretty cool, right? But no, this guy next door, he said, "Hey, David, nice to see you in the restaurant." I heard David whisper to his girlfriend to say, "I haven't been there for a year." The guy's obviously systemised this really well. But you feel part of the journey. You see, that's the thing. He got us there from his website because we believed in his story. And when we turned up, his story was real. That's what you've got to do in your salon. The 3 things that make a huge difference to your business. If you've got clients at the moment and you're losing them, something's wrong. If you've got a lot of attention on Facebook and you're not getting new clients call your salon without discounts, something's wrong. If you're getting a lot of movement on your website but they're not actually phoning up, there's nothing going on, something's wrong. And your core story is one of the elements to fix that. And once it's fixed, it's like turning on that tap. It really is, because the good quality clients come, and they come always. The stream just keeps going. Fix it, guys. Look at your core story. Look at your website today and go, is my personality on there? You don't have to be deep and meaningful, but I just need to have a vibe of who you are and why you've got your salon. Cool, guys. Catch you later. I think my internet is definitely dipping. You have the most awesome day. You guys in the UK, have a really good night. I hope the weather's kind to you. It is hopefully going to get a little window of dryness here today. Yes. All right, guys. Catch you later. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're thinking, "Hey, Richard, I want to find a bit more about this. There's plenty of links on my website. Check me out. You'll find a link to contact me, I'm sure, or to see some stuff that I've got. If not, buy my book. Nice and simple. The basic thing you can do is read my book. You'll have some stuff in there that talks about core story. Catch you later, guys. Have the best day.